Welcome back to the garage. It's been a very long time. So earlier on today, did a video with Ben, and we went to look around at his S15 and just introduce him to everybody. He's the newest member of Style Zero, the drift team that me and Freddie set up. So we did a little video today with him and his S15, showing you a bit about his car, the engine that's going in it, and where he is at the minute with it. I got as much as I could, and I put a little video together, which is the one that you will have probably already watched if you're watching this one. Plan for tonight is to get some more work done on the S14. When we last worked on it, I think in the last video, what was I doing last time? Ah yeah, the chassis rail. The new chassis rail that Matt at Rockbox has made up for us. That's all been sorted now. I've taken it back up to Matt, and he's gonna do his little wizardry stuff, fabrication stuff now, and basically get it ready for, well, get both of them ready. He's going to duplicate it and then finish them off, so hopefully in the next few weeks we'll have 2 brand new chassis rails to stick on that, which means I've got to focus my efforts on getting this other one off tonight. So as you can see, it's absolutely knackered, so got to get that one off, which hopefully shouldn't be too bad, because now I know where all the little holes are, like where all the spot welds go, so fingers crossed. This one should go very, very easy, but it never really does, so we'll have to see. If I get time, I want to also make a start on this engine. So in the last video, I think it was the last video when I revealed the engine, I said it was a Saab B234 engine. Now since then, I've actually been corrected by a Saab specialist. This is in fact a B235, this engine, so it's like the later model of their turbo engine, petrol engine, whatever. Unfortunately it is weaker, so we can't really push it. I think they said max power is like 300 horsepower, so yeah, unfortunately we won't be getting big numbers out of this. There are 3 different types of this engine as well, so there's, if I remember rightly, there's an E, an L and an R. The R being the better one and the like more powerful one. So I'm hoping that this is the R engine. What I'm going to do is try and strip it down tonight to a point where I can find the engine code, which I think is probably going to be tucked away behind the turbo, maybe, not sure, I've not even looked it up, but yeah, just going to try and find an engine code for it. Fingers crossed it is an R engine. I think it might be, because it's run the I think it's got a TD04 turbo on it, so I'm pretty sure it's the more powerful of the 3. So if it is the R engine, you should be seeing about 260 horsepower out of it, hopefully. And the plan is basically once it's all in and I've used it and trialed it and everything like that, I'm going to buy another Saab engine, so the 234 or the 204, so the later engines which are a bit stronger and can handle maybe 400 horsepower on standard internals. So I think that's probably what I'm going to do, because it's the same block and everything. You can basically swap the block off of this and put the older block on it, because apparently this head flows a lot better as well, so we'll just have to see what happens. But for the time being, that will be the engine that's going in the car, and we'll just have to live with the power that it puts out, I suppose. I want to try, I don't know if I'll be able to do it tonight because I'm on my own, but I do want to try and get the car pushed over a bit more, so like send it that way a bit more, so that it's like a lot more accessible, because at the minute it is, you know, you can see it's not like fully on its side, so I want to try and get it pushed over a little bit more, just so that when it comes to doing all the under seal and everything like that, I can access everything, and then I don't have to worry about missing anything and, you know, flipping it on the other side. And yeah, so that's one thing I do want to get done. But for now, main focus is the chassis rails, so I want to get that one off. Now I'm going to make a start on pulling everything off the engine, so hopefully you'll enjoy it. It is going to be time-lapsey and everything like the previous ones, but we'll just get on with it, we'll do it, we'll have some fun. Yes. Right, so let's crack on. So, the chassis rail's off. As you will have seen from that short time lapse, it was an absolute pig of a job. Compared to the first one, that was fucking terrible. So, you'll be able to see under here, like that bit where it goes under is just been absolutely mangled compared to that one, which is just nicely bent out. And it was really annoying. I couldn't find any of the spot welds at all, so there might be some extra work to do on that once put a new chassis rail on, but hey, at least it's off. At least it is off now. By the sounds of it, my friend James has arrived with his Skyline. We will be doing a review on this Skyline at some point. I'm not going to show you just yet, you'll have to wait. Hopefully we'll do something next weekend. But for now, I'm having a break. So the second task of the night was to try and figure out what engine I've got, and luckily I googled it and found out that the engine code is down by the crank position sensor, so I got some paper on it, some sandpaper, and got in there. You won't be able to see it, but it's right down here somewhere, right tucked in there. Yeah, where that metal bit is, it's in there. Anyway, it confirmed that it is the 235R engine, so it's a 260 brake horsepower engine, which I'm very happy about, which means I don't have to really worry too much for now. So that is going to go in, and then, like I say, I'll build like a 204 or 234 to go in afterwards and try and get out to about 400 horse. The other thing I had a look at tonight was the mess of wiring over here. So when the guy brought the engine, he brought this box full of wiring. We've got the original key over here somewhere. Yeah, original key and barrel, the MAF, starter motor, and then all of this wiring, which is an absolute mess. I figured out a little bit of it. So the engine harness is pretty much on the engine already. The bit that comes off it and goes to the ECU and the igniter pack is all there. So I've just got to figure out now the rest of it, so like the interior stuff, and I mean mainly the interior stuff I'm not using, but I need to figure out where the immobiliser wiring is, because it has still got an immobiliser on, unfortunately. So I might just end up getting somebody to remove it, I don't know, we'll just have to see. But for now, everything seems to be there. There was one bit of wiring, I don't know what it's for, but it's down here and it's been chopped, but it doesn't seem to go onto anything. So I don't know if it's just like out of the inside of the car. It could well be for the immobiliser, I'm not sure, but I suppose we'll find out once the engine's in the car and I wire it all up and everything. So it's nothing to really worry about at the minute because I can't do anything about it. So for now, I'm just going to leave it all. I've been told as well by the same guy that said that engine is weak as piss, that the wiring is an absolute ball ache, so it might be that I have to get a specialist to do it, maybe, I don't know. See what happens. Oh, we have had James here. Hi James. Hello. He brought his Skyline up, as I said earlier. We are going to do a video on that at some point, because it's like the cleanest Skyline I've ever seen, completely OEM, still stock. I think the only thing that's on it is a set of wheels and a filter, so I'm going to do a video on that. It's going to be pretty cool. You'll enjoy that. Nice clean Skyline, untouched, unmolested, apart from the skids that it gets out of McDonald's. Anyway, I'm calling it night, so goodbye for now.